Alright, welcome everyone. This is another off-meta video, but now with the Zhu Xi Legacy. Zhu Xi, the other Chinese. So what we are going to do first, that we are sending 5 villagers to wood. This is really important to do. Just do everything step by step. I did one little mistake, sadly, because I got Dark Age rushed by the OOTD player. If you never got Tower rushed, this kind of setback will not really hurt you. You don't really need to do the build differently. Sadly, I have to do it differently because I scouted the enemy base. I see he has a barrack, so I need to send villagers immediately to gold, right? So like if you scout your opponent and you see that he is rushing you with Dark Age unit, just immediately go and gather your gold, the amount of you need. I did one little mistake, which was building the village here. You don't want to build anything around your first meal, okay? So the first meal, that's on the berries. You don't want to build anything around it. But because I was about to get Dark Age rushed by the OOTD player, I sadly misplaced my village, but your village should be here. So what you need to do, very simple, get around the gold, get the feudal, kill the Dark Age rush. If you are getting Dark Age rush with this build, just get her the gold, kill the Dark Age rusher unit, and that's all. Alright, I get her that amount of gold because I don't want to get more damage on my villagers. I already got enough damage. I'm going to collect the tax from the mill. You will see. Collected the tax. Boom, I got the gold for the age up. As soon as I have the food, I will age up with the meditation garden. So I'm aging up with the meditation garden. I couldn't pick a better location, sadly. This would be much better, but I was very scared of the Dark Age rushing spearman, right? So what you need to do with this build, you actually need Song Dynasty. I'm a little bit delayed because I got Dark Age rushed, but at least you can see what happens if you are getting Dark Age rush as well, how you can beat it down. If you didn't got Dark Age rush like I got, then it's gonna be much easier, much simpler for you to play this build, because what you need to do is making a lot of Palace Guard, like a crazy amount of Palace Guard. Also, don't forget the farm around the mill. So you are asking me, why is it so important to get Song Dynasty with Zhu Xi with this build? Well, the reason behind that, for the very cheap farm that you will be able to build, you will see very soon. Because the cheap farms will let us to have early economy, and it's very good if you can put an Imperial official on a mill, boosting that mill, and having the farms around it. So again, collecting all my resources I need. Soon I will be able to drop the Song Dynasty. For you, the Song Dynasty will be much faster. Again, the reason why the Song Dynasty is way much more delayed for me, because I got Dark Age rushed by the OOTD player. So I'm playing against as a 1800, 1900, something like 1800 low player. You will have much easier time when playing with this build. So what you need is literally just spamming a few barrack and making Palace Guard out of it. My opponent even going for Pro Scout. You will see he already has a scout in a queue and made a horseman as well. He's in a stable on a rack and he's trying to get up the gold. So you can see one barrack is already out and making some Palace Guard, Song Dynasty up, and now my farms are 53 wood, so I can easily spam farms around the meal. Whenever you have some extra wood, feel free to do that. At this situation, I'm thinking with my wood, what should I do? Should I make more barracks or a blacksmith? Because you can see, like, I have a lot of wood in the bank. Because this is the point when you are thinking about it. Okay, so what my opponent is doing? Do I really have that wood to spend it on farms, or do I need to just make another barrack and a blacksmith? And I decided to just build a few extra farm to make sure my food lasts long. Well, I'm being harassed on my gold villagers are being harassed, so I couldn't focus that much on, like, okay, I'm building farm, I'm building buildings. Now I decided to drop the blacksmith. I will decide to drop down another barrack very soon. At the same time, when you are making the villager, try to get some imperial officials in. There is no golden rule of when you should do the imperial official. You can do after 15 or after 20 or after 25 villager. So let's say one imperial official after 15 villager, one imperial official after 20 villager, and one imperial official after 25 villager. That's a really good decision as well, that you can make, like, when to make imperial official, or you can make your last imperial official later as well, after 30 or after 40 villager. But you need at least 3 imperial official before 25 villager. Building the second barrack, and now I'm making the palace guard. What you're going to see is a crazy amount of palace guard spam. Now, why is palace guard is so good? The reason behind that, because they are fast. They are a little bit more expensive than a normal marathon, because 5 more gold, right? But the strength of the palace guard is because the movement speed. They have 1.38 movement speed, which what makes them insanely good. Because to reinforce your army, it's much easier to do that so with palace guards than with a normal marathon. Because for a normal marathon, it will take a long time to get to the middle, right? When a palace guard can just easily run to the middle, I have no problem with it at all. You can see I'm still cooking up those palace guards. Also getting important upgrades like the +1 melee armor, +1 melee damage, and later on the +1 ranged armor as well. It's very important. You can see my opponent is still pro scouting. He got a lot of deers around his base, not from the corner, and he's trying to steal the deers on my side as well. He already got 1 deer off from my side, 2 deer. 1 deer died here, and 1 of the deer managed to get to his base. He's aging up with the Regnus Cathedral, which is still fine. Now what I should do is just not let him to gather gold. If I don't let him to gather gold, we are perfectly fine here. Because with the palace guards you make, you just need to be very annoying. You need to just attack your opponent all around the base, but you will see that I'm spending all the time with my palace guards to be annoying, to not let him pro scout, not let him to get more food. So again, if I didn't build a village here, you should not build like anywhere close around your meal. I just accidentally clicked it here because I was thinking about his Dark Age Rush. But if you didn't build the village next to the first meal you build it, you were able to build 3 extra farm immediately. And as soon as you get up the berries, you are able to build more and more farms. So now my opponent is in Castle Age, but I really don't care that he's in Castle Age, because what I'm going to do is still keep making Palace Guard and slowly going to the Castle Age myself as well. You will see how these Palace Guards are insanely good. I already have 18 of them. Don't forget to boost your resources with your IOs non-stop. And just cook up some Palace Guard. Of course, slowly you will use your resources to get to the Castle Age. But now I just use most of my food to make more and more Palace Guard to be annoying. and try to kill at least like 5 to 10 villager off from my opponent. Meanwhile, he's struggling for gold a lot. You can see like he's putting a crazy amount of villager because he has food but he doesn't have gold. And at the same time he's trying to get some relic as well. See? Palace Guard 1.38 movement speed, Benetton 1.12. Here in this case, it's really bad to do fight. Don't do fight on his villagers because he can just easily pull the villager to block your army. And if he blocks your army, then he can just roll your whole army. So that's why I put back the Palace Guard rather, because I saw that he's pulling the villager and I have no access to the monk. So if you can kill the monk, just don't try to be greedy at all. You can see, even if he has the very strong gilded knight, the reason why I'm winning is because the numbers, right? I have more and more units, and more unit equals destroying even the expensive strongest units. He suddenly manages to put the relic inside, but I kill his monk, so he has to remake that monk. At the same time, I just put a tower on his gold. You can freely do that as well yourself. When you are doing some control around your enemy base. Look at that. Doing damage to the guild now. So you can do that as yourself as well. And I should tell you that you should do towers. When you have an aggression and map control like this, you immediately want to put towers around your opponent. And you can even put some villagers on gold, stone, just like this, to make sure those upgrades are upgraded, those towers are upgraded, like hand cannon slit and fortify outpost. Spring gold emplacement really good as well, but hand cannon splits are very perfect. You can see I'm searching for the opponent villagers, trying to do more and more damage to his economy. I already killed 2 of his villager. I lost 1 during the tower placing process, but he will lose a few villagers as well, and him losing villagers is more painful than me losing because those are OOTD villagers. As soon as I'm gonna have enough food in the bank and I'm not making more palace guards, I will go to the next stage. He lost 5 villagers so far, and again those are OOTD villagers. Six villager. I have lost a good amount of resource. I have lost a good amount of palace guard myself, but it doesn't matter because I still have a crazy amount of economy. I'm even farming as well. I have 323 gold inside this 1 mill. So when I age up with the Mount Low Academy, don't forget, the Mount Low Academy enables you 2 times faster tax collection, and you get 20% food out of the tax, which is really good. That's extra food for you. Alright, I went to the next stage. Later on I will get the single whip reform. We're gonna get the Emperor Rest Seals and the original inspection. For now, I'm just still making units. I will switch to Crossbow Spearman Palace Guard. Because Palace Guards are insanely important thanks to their movement speed. They are armored men-at-arms on drug. I'm still making towers. As you can see, I made a tower here as well, a tower here. So you can see I already made 3 towers so far. I'm still making towers around my opponent. If you can hide behind the wood walls, that's really nice. And I'm trying to not let him to get some relics, right? Because if you are playing against HRE or OTD, you don't want them to get some relics. And this is again possible with the early farmings, with if you put your village a little bit better location than I did, of course, and you can put here the 2 farm to have the 8 farm. Not let your opponent to collect relics. You can see these towers are very important because it gives vision all of his base, so I know what is he doing or where is he going with his villagers. Getting some economical upgrades. I had +1 on food gathering, +1 on wood, and now I'm getting +1 mining. And it was all possible to my feudal aggression with the palace guard on Zhu Xi. Look how important it is to get the arrow slit on the outpost, which is the hand cannon slit, of course, on the outpost. Because of that, I was able to kill the monk that was carrying a relic. Now I'm just mixing up my army, making spearman, crossbow, and palace guard. I might lose some crossbow in the process, but I already killed 12 villagers. So the opponent have lost 12 villagers so far, which means his economy is much behind compared to mine. He tried to pick up the relic again, but wasn't really successful. I dropped the wall immediately as soon as I saw the relic is here, so if he tries to pick up, the monk will die always. Speeding up my economy. On this map, the natural resources are really far away, but if you play in dry Arabia, it's much closer for you, of course. But because this far away, what you can do, like a wall here and wall here, that will secure your villagers in the corner, and they will not die immediately if you are getting raided. I'm fighting his army here. I sent some palace guard to raid his villagers at the back of his base. And now I'm just collecting the relics. I will not let him to collect my relic. He already has 2 of them. I killed 18 villagers, 20 villagers. Don't forget, I'm still killing villagers here. I have a really good economy, as you can see, on all resources. And soon, what I will do is to put 2 siege workshop here and make some trebuchet to slowly push into his base. You don't need to immediately fast push, because now he's switching to archers. If you see your opponent suddenly have a lot of archery range inside his base, then you know he's switching to ranged units. When that's happening, with Zhu Xi, you can just switch to Chuganyu. So what you need to do, upgrade your Chuganyu to veteran, get the bold magazine, because it's not just increases the damage against light melee infantry, right? Because it increases damage against light infantry, but also you give extra range. 1 to 27 villager kill. So he's building a second TC because he's 30 villager behind. He got 2 relic, but I will get the other 3 and capture the 2 sacrocide. You can see I'm making trebuchet out of my siege workshop, and I will make Chuganyus very fast, very soon. I'm gonna lose a few villagers sadly because of building the tower, but at least the tower went up. Again, it is very important to spam towers around your opponent and just upgrade them, to not let them to go outside and do anything. You can see this outpost being upgraded as well. This is upgraded, this is upgraded, this is being upgraded, this is upgraded. Now just slowly try to push into your opponent base. You don't need to fast it up. Just slowly push into it. I'm losing by trebuchet, but that's fine. He gets a lot of damage with the horseman. He tries to escape. He loses 2 horsemen in the process. 3 horsemen, which is not bad trade at all. 3 horsemen for 2 trebuchet, because those are OOT the horsemen. He's trying to torch down the tower, and he's thinking that those archers is gonna be enough to hold me back, but sadly not at all. Those archers were not enough, and this outpost will be fully upgraded. Remaking my trebuchets. And making the Chuganyu. So the reason again why you need the bolt magazine, even though your opponent doesn't have a single light melee infantry, because I'm pretty sure it says, yeah, light melee infantry, because the Chuganyu has lower range than an archer. So you can see the Chuganyu has 4.5, a normal archer has 5 tiles of range. So Chuganyus are actually have less range compared to a normal archer. With the bolt magazine, you increase the range of the Chuganyu, so they will have the same range as a normal archer. And also even more damage against light melee infantry. If he, let's say, switches to Lunch Nectar or switches to Spearman on Lunch Nectar, you will have zero problem of killing the Lunch Nectar with the Chuganyu, because they count as a light melee infantry, so you do more damage against light melee infantry. You can see now I'm just making some trebuchet and slowly pushing his base. I got my military up together. I have Spearman, Talesgar, Crossbow, Chuganyu. All I need to defeat his army right now. And just collecting the food on the map. These are all my farms. And now I'm using the Chuganyu to focus down his archers, you can see. Slowly just destroying all of his archers with my Chuganyu. And he surrenders, and I won the game. I hope you enjoyed this Zhu Xi guide, and don't forget, enjoy the off meta.